Hello my sexy muffins and welcome back to another video. In this video we are finally doing part 2. Well, it's only been 2 months, so it's not finally. It's more like we are doing part 2 of the M&M's Darling, which is one of my most fast growing viewed channel videos on my channel. Now the top 3 that are above this, since it's in 4th place of most views, have all taken 7 months to get that far. Like, Jesus. And this only took 2 months to get to 4th place. Like, Jesus. This is a very popular video. I see why y'all love the M&Ms. They're perfect. And they're such a comfort character that I don't blame you. Now, remember, this is a female listener, but anyone can listen and put their pronouns in as they wish. We don't gatekeep here. Hello, this is me, Epicness Queen, coming in the edit, and yes, now it is my second most watched video at the time of me editing this. When I recorded it was 4th place, but now it's at 2nd place, and it's my second most popular within 3 or 4 months, so thank you. Thank you, you all come in great. Thanks. Okay, let's continue. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this, and we are to pick it up where you are officially in a relationship with the M&Ms, and also that it's been a few months after, and it's taking place into Lulu. Wait, throw that idea out the window. We can start with Murder Family, bitch, and that is what we're going to do. So, Murder Family, we're going to do that. This is going to be completely off the fly. That is what we're going to do. So let's do it. Disclaimer, Millie and Moxxie are not Yandere canon. Well, Millie might be. And this is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Snippet for fictional characters and fictional Yanderes is fine, as long as you separate fiction from reality, headcanon from canon, and do not be gross or illegal about it. You know who you are, and you are not welcome here, and that you respect the LGBTQIA, because Moxxie is not just headcanon, but also canon bisexual. And Has Been Hotel and Helluva are the LGBTQIA shows. So if you like this show and you just want to straight wash it, you're not welcome here. Anyways, let's do this. You were sitting on the desk with Moxxie as he aimed his arrow at the photo that Luna was holding. You have become part of IMB more, so you did a lot of the paperwork and such, but you were worried about Moxxie as he goes on, saying that he didn't know why that they would kill a whole human family. Seemingly innocent human family. You found it odd how he said mob family or a shitty dad. It sounded like he was speaking from experience, but you didn't want to go too much into it. You only been dating him for so long. You didn't want to, ruin what was going on. What I'm saying is we can be a bit more selective, Moxxie says, and Blitz kicks open the doors and the arrow goes everywhere. You duck under the desk and Moxxie is there shielding you. It is very sweet. And then finally the eagles drop and set fire to the building. Millie picks up you and Moxxie so fast and starts running out the building with you like yeet. Like yeeting her body out the window to keep you from getting burned alive. She lands easily, and the firefighters come. Moxxie is, of course, getting chewed out by Blitz, and you are glaring at Blitz. How dare he chew out your man? But of course, you did not question it because he was also your boss, and Moxxie did set fire to the office, so it was justifiable. Okay, so we are going to bring in your name along this time, Blitz says. Moxxie and Millie look at each other, then at you, and then at Blitz. Is it such a good idea that we bring her along, Blitz? Millie asks, looking at him. Of course it is. She needs to learn the business, especially since she's your guys' boo. He says he learned to accept you, but he still was jealous of you, and he also wanted to make you strong enough to be able to stand up because he knew how happy you made Millie and Moxxie. Though he was still very jealous and threw shade sometimes. Besides, she's kind of a little weak, he says. We need to toughen her up. Okay, you say, a little bit hesitant at being called weak, but not, he was not wrong. Okay, now let's do this. Let's go, lick some ass. It's kick some ass, Millie says. My saying's better, Blitz says. They go through the portal and Moxxie helps you through the portal. It was very gentlemanly of him, and you guys make it to the house. You see how it was a family, and it was very sweet. But then Moxie starts to panic. Are we really going to kill an entire family? Moxie says. Oh, don't be a puss, Blitz says. We're just killing a mother. We are destroying a family. Moxie's eyes widening. You sense that something was wrong. You didn't know what, but you knew something was wrong, and you had a gut feeling that Moxie wasn't saying something. He shoots off Blitz gun in the air, and it goes through the glass instead of shooting them up. Blitz gets angry and you defend him, saying that there was obviously something wrong and that Blitz ignored you and shoved you into the bush, and then it was time to scatter. You did not have time to scatter as you were grabbed by the children and tied across from Moxie, who was knocked out. You had a gag in your mouth and you could not get out of the binds because you were relatively weak. You did not know what to do. You started frantically struggling the best you can, and then Moxie came to. He saw that you were hurt with a slightly bleeding cheek, and he saw red. He broke out of the chair, shoving the kids to the ground harshly and getting you out, carrying you off to safety, and putting you up in a tree where you would be safe while he went to get Millie. He checked you over and wiped the blood from your cheek. It wasn't too bad, but it still made him angry. He was not going to show mercy. He quickly ran and got Millie and told them what happened, that they tried to hurt you. They both were not happy with this. Millie took no prisoners. Once he had already shot the target in the head, but they were not going to show mercy. They make it to the house while you are still in the tree waiting for them. They look down at them with such anger and such. They could not take it out on the children. The children didn't know better. But the father? Oh, they did not show mercy. They grabbed him, tied him up, and had his children watch as they stabbed the father repeatedly over and over and over, cutting him up the same way you've been cut up, but worse. Never touch our darling again, Moxie says, with venom in his voice. They then calls the police to report that what happened and left to get you. You smile at him and thank him, not aware of what they just did, thinking they just did a good deed. You are about to go in with them, but then you see the house blown up. What the hell did they do? You think to yourself as you are pulled in and Blitz is talking about getting a celebratory cake for saying we did it and that Moxie did not fuck up. But you could not help think what was going on. What was going on and why? Why did you have such an uneasy feeling when the house blew up? Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. And I hope that if you want to see more, you comment below what you would like to see. I'm going to follow some of the plot of the show. So we will get to Crimson eventually and how they deal with it in that sense. So we'll get to that eventually. We'll also do Lululand a little bit as well. And I hope that you all enjoyed this. And if you would like to see more M&M content, comment it below. Maybe you want me to see me redo Millie since she is basically a Yandere, just less insane. She's her man is her man basically, and that no one else can have him. So what that would be like as her as a Yandere, now that we know that she's probably borderline Yandere, but not like insane Yandere. You know what I mean? She's like Moxie belongs to her. Anyone that touches them is dead. And if you want me to see me redo Moxie with his history of family and stuff, I'll maybe do a remake of Moxie as a Yandere if you want to see that. I don't think I've done Moxie yet, actually, so I might do him for the first time. Who knows? Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. And if you would like to see other Husband Hotel and Helluva stuff, comment it below, and I will do my best to do it, obviously. I can't do some characters because we're going to learn more about characters and such, so we can do the show and such. Yes. I hope that you all enjoyed this, and Like, subscribe, do all that. Make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube is sometimes silly and likes to do stuff with getting rid of people and such, which shocks. And yeah, also, yeah, Patreon outro. Patreon outro. Thank you, Gav, for being my first patron and some of the art on the channel, and I will commission you as soon as possible. It might have to wait because I might have to do some things with my apartment because the air conditioning's broken, and I might have to pay a pocket for that, so ooh. And during August it's gonna be hot, and I have pots that it basically I pass out when I get overheated, like literally drop just randomly. So I gotta stay cool. So that's an expense I have to have for my health and safety. And thank you, Wicked Brony, for being a patron as well. You are just as fabulous as well. Sorry for a long tangent on Gavs, but thank you, Wicked Brony. You are just as fabulous, and I will get to work on your stuff this weekend, so you can have it on the new website I have. Yeah. Oh yes, I have a new website. I'm gonna be putting the Not Safe for Work ASMR videos there and such. I can't link it below, but it's called the Yandere Specialist. If you want to see it, it's my domain, my public domain. I paid for it, and I'm going to be paying for it every year and such. But yes, it's my channel and such. Yeah, you can see it like that and get the stuff for it. It's basic. Right now, it literally has nothing on it for it, but I will be continuing to add to it so you can see that stuff if you so wish, free of charge, all that stuff. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed, and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye bye. Now, here is the secret outro. Secret outro question of the day is: if you had to choose between one of the M&Ms, who would you choose to have? Personally, I would have Moxxie because I love the musical stuff as well. He's very sweet and romantic, and he's also super loyal, but he's not as intense as Millie. Millie, like, sometimes scares me, really. Like, girl. So yeah, I would choose Moxxie over Millie, but if I had the best choice, it'd be both. Yes, both. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed, and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye-bye.